Yo, what's poppin', y'all?
Welcome back to the Jay and Hater Show.
Welcome back. How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. How are you?
Oh, I'm straight, boy. I'm straight.
Good,
I'm just glad the week is over.
Listen, this has been a week. I'm like, my brain
It's been 2 weeks and it's one.
My brain has actually died like a couple of times this week.
Like I knew it was gonna be a long week when I woke up Monday thinking it was Wednesday. I was like, yeah, boy, just hump day. Just got a couple more of these things.
No, Monday.
And then they was like, you ready for the Monday meeting? And I was like, y'all bullshit.
Like, wait.
Y'all bunking me. What I to put you?
It's been a long week, but I'm glad we're finally to the end. So, and then we're also here to bring you guys with another episode.
Another wonderful episode of the Jay and Hater Podcast.
Right. So what do you want to talk about?
Man, let's talk about Dog the Bounty Hunter real quick. So I know y'all probably heard in the news that, what's her name, Gabby? I don't know how to say her last name. I'm not gonna butcher it. But
yeah,
you know the girl that they found missing. They've been looking for her fiance, right?
So give a little background story because everybody's not following.
Well, if you're not following it, she came up missing while they was doing a cross country road trip, and he, showed up back at home without her, and he was like, "Yo, the police split us up, and we woke up, and I just came home because she didn't want to get in the car, and then." He came up missing, then they found her body, and then so now...
So they did find her body?
They did find her body, for sure.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then so now the manhunt is now looking for him, and his parents is like, yo, he just went for cigarettes and he just never came back. They was like, we don't know.
Oh.
So all that to say, Dog the Bounty Hunter is now on the case.
Oh, he is on the prowl.
Now, he did a press conference a couple of days ago to tell people, hey... I'm on his trail. I got it.
Oh, okay.
He said he got people on foot. He got some boats.
He got dogs too? Dog had a dog.
Yeah, and then probably some of them brothers that gave him that pass.
You know what? Because apparently Dog the Bounty Hunter has a pass to say the N-word.
Yeah, he can say whatever he want because he got a pass. From the brothers.
Has he conducted a search for the brothers that gave him the pass, though?
You don't need to because
we need to find out who they are.
I mean, because he didn't know that the pass expired. There's the expiration date on the pass.
Does it expire? Does a pass expire? You can say nigga for the next 6 months. Yeah, effective today.
Yeah. Starting today to 6 months, and then we'll reevaluate it in 6 months.
Anyway, Dog is on the hunt.
Yeah, Dog, I guess today somebody sent him a picture of a campsite, so he ran out there. It was like, hey, thank you for sending me this, but I don't think this is it.
You know what?
So
he don't have nothing else to do.
I know this is not a laughing matter.
He needs to sit at home with his family.
Like, I know somebody died.
And enjoy the last years of his life.
But, he went up to, the girls... people house. It was knocking on the door, was trying to talk to him, or
dog, literally, dog. I have nothing to say to you. Dog. I have nothing to say to you.
Dog, you tripping.
If you don't get off my porch, I guess, dog.
Speaking of dogs, let's talk about Squid Game.
Listen, so for those of you that don't know what Squid Games is, it's a show on Netflix. It's like about 8-9 episodes. Where it's basically all these people that are competing, playing kids games, and if they lose, they get eliminated. But eliminated means nigga, you die. So that's what we talk about on Netflix, and it's supposed to be Netflix's most #1 show right now.
They say it could be history. They say this could be the greatest show in Netflix.
Right, history. Because it's a Korean show or whatever, so it's fucking Listen, Squid Games, I kept hearing people talk about it, so I was like, let me take a look at it. Are we gonna spoil?
No, we ain't gonna spoil it. We ain't gonna spoil it.
Okay, no spoilers.
Because if you ain't seen it, we encouraging you.
However,
to see it.
Listen, I like a good plot twist. I like a good, oh my God, I thought this was going to happen, but this happened. So I would definitely recommend it. I would say Jay and Hater Podcast recommend Squid Game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
I mean, if you can stomach some of the gore, because it is kind of gory.
It can get a little gory, yes. Because just people dying.
And some of it's good. I ain't gonna
it's
say that.
very good. So I think y'all should definitely check it out.
Especially if you like one of them kind of who did it kind of.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know, because because every game they play, it's kind of like a mixture of like a Saw versus, what would you say? Like
Escape Room.
It's like a Saw versus Escape Room type of vibe, which I thought Escape Room was actually very good. We need to watch the second one. Yeah, I keep hearing the second one was really good. So if you like those type of movies, then definitely check it out. Squid Game's on Netflix. And we are not being paid to say this. This is literally
but I'm saying that you probably need to check it out, though.
You should check it out and let us know what you think.
So what else you got for me?
So one of the big topics that's going on online right now, Moneybagg Yo's birthday was about a week ago.
That's your nephew.
That's my nephew. You know, he turned 30. So Moneybagg Yo just turned 30, and his girlfriend, Ari Fletcher, gifted him with 28.8 acres of land for his birthday.
Oh, you know what I could do with that?
Listen, and it's rumored to be. I didn't get confirmation on this, but apparently it's like in his hometown in Memphis, Tennessee. So
in Memphis.
So it's crazy because Ari made this. You know, of course, she made an Instagram post and all of that, and telling him he got the deed to 28.8 acres, and she was pretty much right. And she was pretty much like, you know, there's always going to be bags, and you know, you'll run out of bags and shoes and things like that. But land they're not going to make any more land.
I mean, that's true.
This is yours. So apparently, The Real, which I have mixed feelings about that show, but on the show The Real,
that's the one that Whoopi was on.
No, Whoopi was on...
No, she was on The View.
The View. I was at The Talk. The View. Yeah, she's on The View. But, on The Real, so Garcelle, I never know how to say her last name.
Who's that?
Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show.
Oh, Fancy.
So she's on there now. So she made it. I mean, what else is she doing? But she made this comment on the show.
Coming to America.
Right. She made this comment that, you know, that Ari was acting married. And this is her actual quote. That's acting married. That's a huge gift to give someone that you're not married to. I feel like if a man gave me 28 acres, I would feel obligated to stay with him if it didn't work out. And so Ari, Moneybagg's girlfriend, responded on Twitter, y'all don't know the half of what he does for me mentally or financially. I have never felt so safe, loved, spoiled, and happy with a person. He loves me and my son so much. I'm sorry that you haven't experienced a love like this. Focus on getting your own land and your husband. I live for it. I live for it. And then she was like, Ari was like, you know, y'all are mad at jewelry and cars, but generational wealth is taking it too far. People always have something to say no matter what.
Yeah, because don't they be like, don't they got enough jewelry? You can only wear 6 boxes at a time.
Why you buy them? Wait, what? I mean, I guess you can. And then Moneybagg Yo simply tweeted, love is love, mind your business. But this story, like, there's so much back and forth going on about it. So I feel like this week we should talk about, should there be limits based on your relationship status as far as gifts are concerned? Should there be limits on gifts?
I don't think so.
I don't think so personally. I mean, I know a lot of people think, as far as like, if you're thinking of new relationships, now they've been dating for like on and off for like around 2 years. Yeah. To give some context to that. But I feel like, if it's a new relationship, I can definitely see, we've only been dating for like 6 weeks. So it's not like I'm going to go out and just buy him a car.
Yeah, I'm definitely saying, like, I ain't going to go get you no car just because I met you.
Right. But do you think there should be some type of limit?
I don't think so. I feel like if you got it, then you got it, and it don't matter. Like, if I like you enough to buy you something, then it shouldn't matter how much it costs as long as you enjoy what it is that I gave you.
Exactly. And my thing is, as far as a lot of people saying, oh, she's acting married, or that's too big of a gift because she's only his girlfriend. I'm like, okay, but what if they were married, or if they were newly married or whatever, would that even really matter? Because now I feel like in 2021, the relationships are looked at a lot differently than in way before 2021.
But also, I think you think of it kind of comes off negative to where it's like, you don't want to give somebody a big gift because what if it don't work out? And then what if I want it back? I think I think she's thinking of it in a negative way. Is yes, she gave him 28 acres. If they don't work out, can I get that back? She's already thinking of, can I get it back, or can I recoup it in a way? That's kind of how I take it.
But my thing is, me as a person, I don't give gifts with the stipulation of, if this doesn't work out, or if me and you have a falling out, that I want it back. Like, I think that's what I have a problem with. And then she's like, I would feel like I would be obligated to still be with him if a guy gave me a gift such as grand as that. But that's almost the same as if a guy proposes to you and you don't want to marry him. Do you feel like you have to marry him because he bought a ring and proposed to you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know how I am about people talking about other people and pocket watching and things like that. And I feel like.
But then I don't know. Because you said they've been together 2 years.
Yeah, around 2 years.
It still don't matter.
I don't think it really matters.
Because if she would have bought him a car, they'd be like, well, he already probably got like 12 cars, so he ain't gonna drive it.
But I mean,
so that's a waste of money.
Right, it's a waste of money. So why would you even? Do that?
Appreciation. As soon as you pull it off the lot, and then
Right. So my question to you is: have, like, in the past, just asking, personally, did you ever have like rules on certain gifts based on, like, let's say if you were dating someone for like a couple of months or 6 months, or a couple of years? Did you have like I've only known them for this amount of time, so I'm only gonna get them a gift around this month?
No. I don't think I've ever really thought about it like that.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, like, if I'm with you, whatever it is that I see that I know you would like, I'm going to get it. I don't care how much, I care. Within reason of whatever my budget is at the time.
Right.
I would get it because I know it's something that you would enjoy regardless of. I'm the type of person, I'm going to give you gifts all the time. I'm not going to wait till just certain days to do it.
And I remember having conversations with like girlfriends where they're like, okay, I've only been dating this guy for X amount of time, so I think my gift should only be up to like $100 value. Or let's say if, depending on when they met and when they started dating, they would base their gift on what they get him based on what he gave her for her birthday or for whatever previous.
So how does that work? So let's say I bought you $100 ring. Oh, let's say not a ring. Let's say $100 necklace.
I was saying, you would just buy a ring like that?
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like $100 necklace, and you be like, well, okay, he spent $100 on this little cheap ass necklace, so I'm gonna spend $50 on.
Yeah, I know some girls. I know some girls that are like, I will never spend more on a gift than what I think he spent on me.
But what if you wrong?
What do you mean?
Like, what if they think he spent like,
of course,
$1,000 on it, but he spent like $600, and then you spend something like $200, and then you like, all right.
They still like, no, I don't want to spend more than what he probably spent on me, which I thought that never made sense.
Why do you think that is? You think it's selfish?
I think it's selfish, and it's also kind of old school, where the guy should be spoiling the girl, but the girl should never just spend too much money on the guy. I never understood that. The way I feel is, I'm kind of like you. If I know it's something that you like, and if it's within my budget, and if it's something I want to get for you, I will just get it for you.
Yeah.
And also, like, sidebar, if you have any friends that are like, oh, you shouldn't spend that much money on him, blah, 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 blah. Why would you do that? He needs to be spending money on you. You need to watch them. Any friends that pocket watch you and what you do with your money, you need to watch them. But anyways.
Maybe because they just probably want you to spend it on them.
Or they're just jealous. Or they're just jealous because they don't have anybody.
A lot of people like to go on trips with no money.
Listen, that's a whole other episode. We're not supposed to do that. But I do have some friends where they're like, okay, it depends on how long we've been together. I've only just met him, so I only want to get him something small, versus, oh, we've been together for a while. So they feel like the longer they're together, the grander the gift should be.
But then, I think that's crazy, because if they give a small gift and then you upset.
Right.
What if they feel the same way? It was like, well, I don't want to spend a bunch on her because I know she ain't gonna spend shit on me. So,
right.
And then now your feelings hurt.
Right. Yeah, I don't get it, because to me, like I said, I'm gonna get you what I want to get you. If there's something that I knew you would like, and I will say this, I feel like the happier I was in relationships, the more thoughtful I was with the gift. Now, granted, I'm thoughtful with gifts, period. But I feel like, and I didn't realize this until now.
Yeah.
But just thinking in like past relationships up to where we are now, I've never just given somebody a trip to Hawaii before.
I mean,
for their birthday.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So somebody must be doing something right.
Right.
but anyways, and then also what people fail to think is that they're in a different tax bracket than most of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So their idea of a birthday gift may not be something similar to what we would consider a birthday gift. And plus it was his 30th birthday. So it was like a milestone type birthday. It is kind of a milestone. And my thing is, I feel like even if it's a grand gift or if it's a small gift, if you're giving it to that person because you're showing them how much you love and care for them, and this is how much I appreciate you, I really want you to have this, whether you break up or not, it's kind of like giving money to people who are homeless, whatever. You're doing it out of the goodness of your heart.
Yeah.
So whatever happens after that, I don't think she should ask for it back, and I don't think she would.
And I feel like obviously they've probably had enough conversation where at least that would have come up, that she know that was something that he would have liked.
Exactly, because my thing is with women, we tend to be, not saying that men aren't. There are some out there that don't. But not saying that men aren't thoughtful when it comes to gifts, but women, we really try to think of, oh my God, what can I get him? What will he enjoy? Perfect. We rack our brains for months, whether y'all realize it or not, over what we're going to get our significant others for their birthday. Most of us do. And so the fact that she gave him land, that's something that no one else can have. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people can't have.
Right.
And for all we know, that's something that he's dreamed about, is having that kind of land in his hometown. You know what I mean? But
you know, them boys do be loving their hometown.
Right, listen. But
people from Memphis love Memphis.
Love Memphis. I got family in Memphis. Shout out to Memphis. Moneybagg might be my cousin, for real. But I think that by her giving him a gift like that, something that actually means something, that could actually appreciate and value. One, again, they're in a different tax bracket. And two, I think that's something that he would definitely appreciate, even if they weren't together. It's not something that she can ask for back. And she's a grown titty woman. She knows this. Yeah. She knows she can't just ask for it back because it's in his name, all free and clear.
And like she said, also, you don't know what people do for you behind the lights, behind the cameras, behind closed doors.
Right. But then also, I mean, Moneybagg Yo is not exactly broke. I'm pretty sure that's something he could afford himself if he wanted to.
Yeah.
If you really think about it. So it's probably one of those things where he just hadn't had it, but that's something that he would have liked to have. And for all you know, his love language is gifts. So she's like, let me get him this extravagant gift.
I feel like a lot of rappers probably is, because as much stuff as they buy, because they try to buy everything that they couldn't have.
Right. Just like we try to buy like toys and give our kids or whatever the case may be, things that we didn't have when we were younger because we got it now, so we feel like we need to something like that. But
so let me ask you. So I know we talked about, like, you know, thinking about it like in a negative connotation to where, you know, she's thinking about it like, if it don't work out, like, can I get it back? How do you feel about people asking for gifts back? Like after it's over, be like, hey, okay, I know I bought you that Maserati over there. I mean, I don't know, Maserati is different.
Right.
Like, I bought you that sweater, bitch. I need that back.
I feel like when you're giving a gift, that is something that you're choosing to give that to that person.
And it's theirs. I mean, it's theirs.
It's me giving it to you for you to take ownership of and for you to love.
Like, you shouldn't give somebody something for a conditional reason.
Right. If there's conditions on it, number one, why should I even accept it if there's conditions on it? And if there are conditions on it, then you need to say that.
Yeah, you clearly got to say
I mean, of course, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm giving you this car, but if it don't work out, I'm getting the shit back.
Bitch, I bought this ring. I'm going to propose to you. If you don't like it, I'm taking it back. Right. You can do that.
Now.
But you can't be mad. Like, can you be mad if you propose to somebody and they say yes, and then like a week or so later they be like, nah, I don't want to do it, but I want to give it back? That's
where I'm a little confused because, well, I don't want to say confused, where I'm a little conflicted, because how do you feel about proposing to someone and you done spent your hard-earned money on this ring and then they say no? Do you think you should get it back? Because my thing is, the ring is an actual symbol of a pending marriage.
I think that's a two-parter.
Yes.
If I'm down on one knee and I ask you and you say no,
that's different.
That's different.
Of course, you're not going to give it to her. You're going to keep it.
This is mine.
Right.
But if I give it to you, I put it on, we take pictures and we be like, hey, everybody, we did it. And you be like, no, I don't want to do it. I may not ask for it back. But if it's a situation to where we did it, we ain't tell nobody, and then you be like, no, I don't want to do it. Nah, bitch, I'm going to need that back.
You know what? I agree. Because, I mean, if you're proposing and then if the girl says no, well, technically you close it, she ain't taking it, you take it back. But if
don't talk to me no more, delete my number.
She's worn it and then I feel like if she's worn it and and y'all are engaged for a little bit and then it's like all of a sudden the engagement is broken off. Me personally, I feel like it should be given back because it's a symbol of you being tied to that person. This is just my personal opinion. Yeah. It's a symbol of you can keep it if you want, but I mean, me personally, I would be like, nah, I need to give it back. Now, if you're married for like 7-10 years and all of a sudden y'all break up, that's
it's going to the pawn shop, Jack.
It is going straight to Facebook Marketplace. No, but if it's like an engagement and then all of a sudden it's broken off, I feel like as a woman, why would you want to hold on to something like that signifies?
Because you're going to sell it and make money off of it.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not that type of bitch. So I'm not going to keep it. I'll be like, do you want it back? And if he says no, that's different.
Yeah, that's different.
But if he's like, man, well, can I have that ring back? You can have it because
okay, let me ask you. What if it's like a car, but it's not in your name, it's in their name, but they gave it to you and they bought it for you?
If it's that's where it gets a little dicey because let's say if you bought me a car, but it was in your name and then we broke up, which you can't leave me. So, then legally, it's yours. Right? No, legally it's yours if it's in your name.
That's what I mean. Like,
just because you're letting me drive it. It's different if you put it in my name and you were footing the bill. But also, on the flip side of that, let's say if you bought me a car and you're making payments and then all of a sudden we break up and you be like, hey, the car is in your name. I know I was footing the bill, but that's not my bill anymore. I mean, that's going to kind of suck, but technically that would be my responsibility.
Yeah, because it's in your name.
Especially because it's in my name, because it's my car. If it's in your name, that's different. Because technically, according to the state, you are the owner of the car. Your name is going to be on the title, not mine. So that's where it's kind of different. So, but I mean, would it suck? Well, I had this Maserati, but then we broke up and then you took it back. I mean, that I understand. But
it's kind of funny too.
It is kind of funny. But I don't need no Maserati. But I will take a Tesla.
I see in the dark.
I feel like as far as everyone's relationship, just like I always say, y'all don't know what this man has done for me financially, for me and for my son. And I feel like when you are in that type of love and you want to show and express that to someone, especially on their day of birth, the gift is meaningful. And then again, it's like, why would y'all get mad at that when this black man has 28.8 acres that was gifted to him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He could build up a whole block for black-owned businesses.
Right. Whether you don't know what's going to happen with that, but the fact that someone who is, even if we're just dating, would give me something like that, that's amazing. That's beautiful to me. That's freaking beautiful. And for people to be shitting on that because they're just dating,
they don't understand it. They're small-minded.
There are people that are married and giving each other gifts and they cheating on each other and giving each other all kinds of sexually transmitted infections and diseases and stuff. So my thing is, everybody just mind your business. Why can't we just celebrate when someone is so in love that they want to shower their partner with a gift like that?
So do you think it's okay when people... So it should be okay to spoil your partner?
I think it is okay to spoil your partner. Of course, within your means, whether you have it or not. I mean, that's y'all's bills. I'm not paying your bills. But
make sure you don't go broke and end up in a poorhouse trying to spoil your people.
Please don't. Trying to sell plasma just so you can get them something. But I feel like...
Make sure your baby's got school clothes before you buy that dude a PlayStation 5.
But... I don't know. I guess it just depends on what type of person you are, because I'm a person, I don't listen, I don't mind tricking a little bit. Just a little bit.
You know what I mean? You know they say it ain't tricking.
Exactly, and I got it. So it's not really tricking, it's just spoiling. But I feel like if that's what you want to do with your hard-earned money, if you want to shower because again, their love language could be gifts, or your love language could be just giving gifts. That's how you express love. How do we know that's not the case?
Do you think maybe I don't want to say they jealous, right? Because I don't think Fancy, I don't know her name. I'm just going to call her Fancy.
Garcia.
Whatever her name is, she Fancy. Do you think because she married, right?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't keep up with her like that. But
you think anybody would buy her 28 acres of land? Maybe she like, damn, I wish somebody would do something nice with me like that.
She got to do something real extra fancy to get that.
She going to need more than throw flowers when coming to America.
I'm not supposed to play with you. But I do feel like people that hate on that is because they just, I don't know. Maybe they have not found that type of love to where that ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Because my thing is,
I dropped that ain't that.
She gave it to him. She knows. She went through the paperwork. She knows that she can't get that back. She knows that that's permanent.
Yeah, it's over.
It doesn't matter for all she cares. It doesn't matter if they break up or not. But listen, I have this opportunity available. I want to give this to you. This is something that no one else can give you. I feel like no matter what happens with them, he is going to always appreciate.
Yeah, he's going to always appreciate.
He's going to always appreciate that. And again, we don't know the inner workings of their relationship, but. How are you gonna sit here and get on the internet as a grown person and get mad at what somebody else gave their boyfriend for their birthday? That's bird activity. That's stupid.
I mean, that show is just a bunch of hens just clucking at each other all day.
It's just, it boggles my mind. Like I feel like we can't celebrate anything. There always has to be some type of negativity to it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's what's up.
Especially when they showed the map of like, what do you got? I was
right.
Like, oh, you know what he can do? They probably out there hunting, right. Driving 4-wheelers.
Whatever they want to.
I was like, damn, when I was like, I shoot. Like put a movie theater. I was like a movie studio out there.
Listen, there you go. Like
what would you do if somebody gave you 28 acres of land? What would you do with all that, other than live on it?
I would put a house right in the middle of it.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
I'm putting football.
And I don't want nobody to come unless I know that they're supposed to come. I'm gonna be like Montgomery Burns and release the hound.
The trees down that long driveway, like on Forrest Gump.
What are you doing here?
You really want to come to see me?
You
come over
really have to. You're not getting Jehovah's Witnesses.
You gotta drive 20 miles outside of town and another 3 to get down to
and another house. 3 to get, and then you gotta go through the gate, and then you gotta talk to my doorman. And if Bernard don't let you in, you ain't coming in. So I don't know. I think it's beautiful. Yeah, as far as her giving him the gift, and I don't care if they break up tomorrow. I think that was a nice gesture. That's a nice gift. That's a good idea. And I feel like it's also influencing, this generation to think outside of just the materialistic shit.
For sure.
And because I'm like, wait, because, I've been kind of looking at land anyways, just to see how much it costs. So it's like, wait, maybe that's something I need to be, investing in because literally land, it can't do anything but really just appreciate in value. Because you never know what
they always
build up and sell and all that. Up. So I think it's great. I don't think anybody should hate on that. If you do, you're miserable and you need to get your life together, go to therapy, go talk to somebody because it shouldn't bother you what someone else is doing with their money. So that's all.
Yep, you heard it here first on the Jane Hater Podcast. So talk to me. You got any petty words of wisdom?
Oh, the petty words of wisdom for this week. This really resonated to me because when you first hear it, it's like, what? And then you're like, well, so...
Talk to me.
Sometimes you have to let people do what they want to do so you can see what they would rather do. I'm going to run that back.
Talk to me one more time.
Sometimes you have to let people do what they want to do so you can see what they would rather do. You can't always try to dictate people's moves. Sometimes you just have to sit back
and see what they do.
See who really fucks with you and who really doesn't. Who really wants to come be around you and be by your side and check on you and things like that. Or if they would rather be with their friends or be with someone else or be at work and not want to be around you. Sometimes you have to just sit back and just observe.
Just let a person be
let
and
them
then
be
just watch them.
Who they want to be. You be yourself. You be your true self and just let them do what they want to do.
And if you just don't fit in that, then you just know how to move accordingly.
Right. Because you'll know because they would rather do this than do that. So yeah, that's it. It's simple. But I feel it applies.
I can mess with it.
Right. Thank you. So, how can the people find us?
You can find us at www.janehater.com.
Yes.
You can find us on Instagram at
JDuce.
You can find your boy at Lord Hater.
And you can find us on the YouTube.
You can find us on Facebook.
And on the TikTok.
Yeah.
At Jane
the TikTok back up.
Yes, the TikTok is back up, so... But again, let us know what you think about this episode. If you have any comments about the Moneybagg Yo and Ari situation.
Let us know.
Right. And other than that, do you have anything else for the people?
I got
nothing else?
As always, we appreciate it.
We thank you for tuning in and listening to us and our shenanigans.
Always.
And until next time, next week.
Protect
your peace, y'all.